Some examples of organizational culture: when you walk into an organization, you'll see certain, like their letterhead and the documents and how the place is laid out, where they have open offices, or they have glass offices, or they have closed offices or corner offices. Languages that people use, whether they have acronyms or jargon that's specific to that organization. They have work ethics, whether they have people that are on flex time because they have family concerns, or whether also how people feel loyal and committed to the organization, how much they're willing to work for the organization, do overtime, help, do travel, help out other people, how it looks that there's some equity across who has the responsibilities, that you don't have the workload is fair, and that people feel that the kind of work they do, that they're getting paid, whether it's salary or benefits, in a fair way. When you look at this particular slide, it kind of spells out organizational culture in different layers. Sometimes they show it as sort of an iceberg, and the top of the iceberg, which is sort of the artifacts and creations, are the things that are very visible to people internally and even externally. They're very valid, but sometimes, and not always. Not always people from the outside see it, but it's well known. So what kind of technologies people use, how modern are they? What kind of behavior patterns are acceptable in the organizations? When we go down to the next level that deal with values, we're looking at the awareness that people have in terms of how they care for other people, how they work in groups and teams, and so forth. And when we look at what is called basic assumptions on this particular slide, we're looking at things that are very, very deep-rooted in an organization, and they're very invisible, and they're almost at an unconscious level, but people sense them, and how people work together. A key aspect of organizational culture has to do with what values people have in terms of the difference between right and wrong, whether they cheat or not, or steal things from the organization, how they want to guide behavior in terms of integrity. We also look at how well the organization shares those values among employees. Do some people feel a sense of integrity and responsibility and others don't? And that's part of organizational values.